Once upon a time, there was a famous commander of Riau. Commander Kawal was his name. Not only was smart and brave, the commander-in-chief Kawal was also famous for his magic. Because of the correct intelligence and supernatural power of the commander-in-chief, the state of Riau was also saved from the pirate and those who intended to attract or dominate. One day, several ships came to the port of Riau. The ships evidently were pirates, which were directly led by si Jangoi. Once the pirate ship docked at the port, si Jangoi was immediately met by several Riau State Hulubalang. The leader of Hulubalang reported si Jangoi arrival to Commander Kawal. Receiving the report, Commander Kawal intended to hold negotiations, no matter how powerful and brave he was. Commander Kawal preferred to pursue peace rather than the war. He didn't want to sacrifice any life because of the war. A war could only be begun if the negotiation had been closed or disputes could not be resolved. Commander Kawal came alone to the ship of si Jangoi without any guard and weapon. Si Jangoi was surprised when he found out the commander came alone to meet him. According to him, only brave people with high ability who dared to do it. In any case, he was amazed by the courage of the commander-in-chief. He should have paid homage to the commander. Instead, he took his evil plan to wrong the commander. Jangoi received the commander-in-chief and invited him to sit down. In honor of the commander, si Jangoi served poisonous betel leaf. Commander Kawal refused to eat. Jangoi was not offended by Commander Kawal refused. If someone did not eat betel, of course he eat baki, he thought. Jangoi then severed baki in the betel box, which he had previously placed poisonous nail in the baki. Commander Kawal smiled. Without hesitation, he took the serving and immediately ate it. Commander Kawal said, "Let's eat this baki together, Mr. Jangoi." Si Jangoi was shocked when the commander invited him to eat those together. Suddenly, fear crept into his hand. The commander-in-chief Kawal ate the poisonous nail in peace, even though the poison he put was very strong. It took only seconds after being exposed to the poisons. After being exposed to the poison, should a man be killed, let alone eat it? But the poison had no effect toward the commander. Commander was still alive and kept the poisonous nail. Jangoi was confused. His nervousness became even worse when he saw the commander broke the baki with his finger. He could imagine if the commander's fingers could break every bone in his body. "Forgive us, sir," Jangoi suddenly said, "and bend the knees we admit defeat," Jangoi said. Jangoi retreated his attention to attract Riau. He had seen with his own eyes how strong and powerful the commander was. He would definitely be defeated if he found again the commander. Jangoi immediately ordered all his men to leave the anchor and to leave the port of Riau. Before the ship set sail, the Jangoi threw the craft into the sea while vowing, "If these buggies sink, I won't come to this place again." The buggy drawn by Jangoi sank and never reappeared. The land of Riau returned to be normal and peaceful. One day, the people of Riau were shocked by the sudden death of the Commander Kawal. Sadness was immediately spread in the Riau because of the death of the best commander that they ever had. The people wept over the death of the famous commander who was brave, powerful, and loved peace. Commander Kawal's death was heard by Si Jangoi. His intention to attack Riau again and continued to flare up. There was no longer a figure he feared of. It made him immediately order all his men to sail to Riau. The ship of Si Jangui arrived in the territorial sea where he had vowed not to come back to Riau if the buggy he threw into the sea did not arise. The sea was located between Penyengat Island and Creting Bay. At that time, Si Jangui suddenly fell and got sick. Jangui believed that the pain he experienced was because he had broken his vow. He regretted his action. However, it was too late. He ordered all of his men to bury his body in the place if he died. Not long after giving the message, his Jangui died.